Good afternoon. We'll now start. First of all, I'd like to welcome everybody to this pep talk this afternoon. Please mute yourself, but always show your video picture. Sign in your name, your Facebook account, or email address in the chat box. Please include the names of companions attending with you. Use the chat box to ask questions and make comments while the pep talk is on. There will be group pictures at the start and end of the pep talk, so please show your face in the video. A reminder after the pep talk is to take the online learning cum evaluation test exercise for mastery of learning, or OLETE for mastery of learning, and have a perfect score to get a certificate like the one shown here. I have placed the link in the chat box. Another reminder, obtaining 25 OLETE certificates will entitle one mentee to a voucher for a RO Hoson medical consultation, either face-to-face or telemedical. A lot of you have already availed of this voucher. Another request, please type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we adjourn. Let's now have a group picture taking before we start the pep talk proper in 2 minutes. Please turn on your video. Okay. Let's ready. 1, 2, 3. I have a patient empowerment program in which I like to empower the lay people or patients to take control in the management of their health. I started the pep talk on May 15, 2021 during the COVID-19 pandemic. So malapit na mag-May, March pa lang pala ngayon. Okay. So I started the pep talk on May 15. We started the COVID on March 17, 2020. Right? Okay. So there are 3 courses in the pep talk. I completed the core course on October 9, 2021. Then from October 23, 2021 onwards, I've been tackling health disorder and health issue courses. May 18, 2024 marks the start of year 4 of the RO Hoson Pep Talk. So we're near the 5th year already. How long the pep talk will last will depend on our enthusiasm, discipline, and perseverance. My pep talk today is entitled Breast Needle Aspiration. The empowerment objective is to have, for the lay people to have an essential understanding of breast needle aspiration as part of their health management. The contents of this pep talk will be the following. What is a breast needle aspiration? How is it being done? What are the potential side effects or complications? What are its indications? How does one interpret the outcomes of the breast needle aspiration? Disclaimer, the RO Hoson Pep Talk contains my thoughts, perceptions, opinions, and recommendations, or what I call TPORs, culled from personal experiences as well as experiences and writings of other professionals. Let's start with the first topic. What is breast needle aspiration? How is it being done? The starting point for doing a needle aspiration is that there is a nodule or lump or a mass on the breast, which may be palpable or not. So yan ang starting point. We start considering whether we have to do breast needle aspiration. Dapat may bukol, may lump, or a mass on the breast. A hypodermic needle, yung ordinary syringe lang, saka needle, yung mga pang-injection. Okay. So the hypodermic needle is attached to a syringe, is inserted into the breast nodule or lump, then aspiration is done. Ito, in this picture, fluid ang nakuha niya. No? Fluid ang nakuha rito. Okay. Ito yung karayom. nasa loob ng breast mass. And then, ito yung syringe. Okay? As aspiration is being done, may nakukuhang sample. It's either fluid, tumisan walang fluid, so solid siya. Kung walang fluid, solid. So, kukuha lang ng konting sample para ma-biopsy. The findings on and the outcomes of the procedures are interpreted and analyzed to come out with the diagnosis of the breast nodule. I will discuss the interpretations later on. But possible findings on needle aspiration, one, as shown earlier, kanina, it could be cystic, containing fluid. Ibig pag sinabi mong cystic, may fluid siya. Solid, pag inaspirate mo, walang fluid, so it's solid, so it means it does not contain fluid. Kung minsan, it could be a mixed cystic or solid. May nakuha konting fluid, so may konting cystic, so may natitirang buccal, so yun ang solid part. So we call that mixed cystic and solid. So itong mga possible findings on needle aspiration, cystic, solid, or mixed. And then when we aspirate the cells, we will examine the cells. No? Then possible diagnosis after needle aspiration with or without biopsy, it's either pinakasimple lang, big category of diagnosis will be whether benign siya or malignant. Cancer o hindi cancer. Okay? So, kumisan, may mga doktor na who can give you more specific diagnosis rather than just calling it hindi siya cancer, hindi siya cancer, ganon. As mentioned earlier, the starting point is that there is a nodule or lump or mass on the breast which may be palpable or not. For non-palpable, yung mga hindi nakakapa, bukol, which are difficult to kapa, masyadong maliit, no? Pero meron nakakapa ng konti, no? So kung kailangan i-biopsy, the ultrasound machine can be used to assist in the needle aspiration. So this shows the ultrasound machine, ito yung probe, and then tinitingnan sa isang camera, and then yung ginaguide yung karayom kung saan pupunta doon. Ito yung karayom, pupunta doon sa bukol. No? Okay. So, but for palpable, distinct breast mass like this, kapang-kapana, needle aspiration may be done without the use of ultrasound. Kung kapang-kapana, pwedeng hindi na para wala ng added cost for the ultrasound. Palpable breast nodule needle aspiration can be done in the clinic with the patient lying down, and the procedure proper of aspiration can be completed within 1 to 2 minutes. Sandali lang yon, no? Mga 1 to 2 minutes lang. So ito ginagawa lang pag palpable yung bukol na pwedeng gawin sa clinic, no? And without the use of the ultrasound. Okay, as shown in this particular case, inusok lang karayom doon at na-aspirate yung fluid. Now, the specimen obtained from a breast nodule, especially if it's solid, kung solid siya, then we submit a sample, no, of the specimen for biopsy. When you say biopsy, it's a microscopic study by a pathologist. So we have to submit that to the pathologist. So yung nakuha ritong wala siyang fluid, may konting tissues, nasa loob ng karayom, then we flush it out, no, on the slides. Ito. And then we submit that for biopsy. But if the breast nodule turns out to be a macrocyst, malaking cyst na may fluid, no, fluid lang laman, and there is complete disappearance of the mass, we call that macrocyst, there's no need to submit the fluid for biopsy anymore. No? Hindi na kailangan. Kasi 99% benign na siya. What are the potential side effects or complications? Invariably, almost always, pain, di mo maiwasan because of the karayom with needle puncture as it is inserted in the breast nodule, but pain is minimal with the same level as that in the blood extraction with no need for anesthesia and painkiller drugs after. Okay. So parang nagpa-blood test ka lang, So, nag-insert ng syringe sa hiringgilya para syringe, hiringgilya at karayom at makuha yung dugo. So, yung tusok medyo konting sakit lang. But after a while, wala na. No? Sandali lang yon. So, usually, pag nagpa-blood extraction kayo, so for blood test, you don't usually take medicines anymore. So, possible side effects or complications, but not common. So, bruising. Bruising ito, may pasa, no? Hematoma, usually mawawala siyang kusa, no? Infection, very, very rare. So we don't usually give antibiotics kahit na may tusok, no? So pag yung mga nag-withdraw ng blood then for blood test, we don't give antibiotics then, di ba? Okay. So the other possible complication, but which is very, very rare, no, is needle trap implantation of the breast cancer. Sabihin natin, the breast must turn out to be breast cancer pag tusok ng karayom, yung karayom ay contaminated by the breast tumor na breast cancer. So paghugot, so pwedeng yung mga cancer ay kumalat dun sa daanan ng maipon dun sa daanan ng karayom. So that's what is meant by needle track implantation of breast cancer. Pero for this to be a complication, bihirang-bihira. But theoretically, it's possible. So what are its indications? Indications of the breast needle aspiration. As I said, the starting point is dapat merong bukol, no? Whether palpable or not. Okay? Kung not palpable, usually being seen by on ultrasound or mammography. So there's a nodule there in which malignancy is a possibility, and one has to know whether it is benign or malignant, as there is a marked difference in the treatment. So indications, again, there's a bukol in which, number one, nagsususpect siya ng cancer. Kung sigurado tayo hindi cancer, usually hindi na kailangan, no? And then, pag hindi natin sigurado kung cancer hindi, then we do it now just to determine what it really is. Kung benign siya or cancer siya, because yung treatment ay malaking difference, no? Pag cancer, malaking gamutan yan. Kung benign, medyo magaan lang, sandali lang, no? So the foremost indication again is that there is a considerations whether it's a malignancy or non-malignancy. And then treatment is usually markedly different for a malignant and non-malignant nodule. And because there's a need to be definite in the diagnosis prior to the institution of treatment, therefore, kailangan gawin yung needle aspiration biopsy. Other indications for the needle aspiration, okay, may malaking cyst dyan, macrocyst, in which needle aspiration can provide comfort to the patient as a result of decrease or even disappearance of the mass. Parang ito, no? So there's a big cyst here. So ito most likely mga 10 cc na yan, no? 10 cc na nakuha, no? So you can imagine malaking bukol na yon, no? So a breast nodule needle aspiration can simultaneously be therapeutic if the nodule turns out to be cystic or macrocyst. Therapeutic means may gamutan na wala na, no? Okay? With the cyst completely disappearing, and diagnosis, kasi pag nakawa tayo ng fluid, alam na natin what it is. No? It's benign. It's macrocyst. So it's both, a needle aspiration is both therapeutic, no? Nagamot yung bukol niya, nawala, no? And diagnostic, we know what it is now, no? After the needle aspiration. How does one interpret the outcomes of a breast needle aspiration? If fluid ang nakuha, either watery, yellowish, brownish, grayish, iba-ibang kulay is obtained, then we call that cystic nodule. And there is no residual mass, walang natitirang bukol na nakakapa, so there is a complete disappearance of the nodule, then ang diagnosis natin is a benign one, but usually in my practice, I usually am more specific, sabihin ko sa'yo, macrocyst lang yan, rather than just saying it's just, kung sasabihin lang hindi siya cancer, more specific ako, sasabihin ko, it's a macrocyst. It's a big cyst. Macro means big one. Cyst is may fluid. So, samples here, okay, fluid dyan, yellow, medyo light yellow. Ito medyo may konting tints na brownish, okay? So if it's a macrocyst, there's no need to submit the specimen for biopsy anymore. Okay? So because 99.9% benign siya, macrocyst siya, wala kang cancer cells na makikita. If fluid, but there is a residual mass, may natitirang bukol after na tinanggal mo yung konting fluid, the diagnosis is the nodule is a complex mass. We call that complex kasi it's a mix solid and cystic. Okay? So we cannot say outrightly benign or outrightly malignant. So we have to submit the specimen for biopsy. Yung solid part, isasubmit, kukuha tayong example dun sa solid part of the mass and then submit that for biopsy. So ito yung nakuwang specimen. So sa needle, flush out the specimen from the needle and then napunta rito sa glass slides and then this one will be the one submitted for biopsy. Now, if no fluid, meaning solid siya, cells are obtained, smeared on the glass slide to be submitted for biopsy. Okay? At this particular phase, it could be benign or malignant. So, kailangan hintayin yung report ng pathologies, whether it's malignant or benign. But I just want to share with you that at times, with my personal experience, marami ako experience, based on the appearance of the cells of the smear, kung masyadong very ugly looking, may itsura yan, I can already tell whether it's malignant or not. No? However, I usually still wait for the pathologist to validate my diagnosis. So, hihintayin ko pa rin yung pathologist report. So, summary and takeaway for this particular short pep talk will be what is breast aspiration, how it's being done. I've explained that. What are the potential side effects or complications? What are its indications? And how does one interpret the outcomes of a breast needle aspiration biopsy, with or without biopsy? Takeaway in relation to patient empowerment, be always in touch with reliable medical information on breast needle aspiration. So, because breast needle aspiration is commonly done for patients with breast concern, with breast mass, no? So, dapat alam natin kung ano yung ano yung sinasabing tungkol sa breast needle aspiration. Knowledge is power. It gives power. Use the four Ks of patient empowerment: kaalaman, kakayanan, karapatan, and kapangyarihan to gain greater control over decisions and make better decisions on breast needle aspiration as part of your health management. Kung sasabihin sa iyo ng doktor, kailangan yon, at least alam ninyo anong basis for doing it and how it's going to be done. No? So this ends my pep talk today on breast needle aspiration. I hope I have empowered you to have an essential understanding of breast needle aspiration as part of your health management. Reminder, before we go to the QA, reminder after this pep talk, let's take the online or OLETE for Mastery of Learning and have a perfect score to get a certificate like the one shown here. The link has been placed in the chat box. And then obtaining 25 OLETE certificates will entitle one mentee to a voucher for a RO host on medical consultation, either face-to-face or telemedical. Then feedback, please type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum. And before we adjourn, thank you. Let's now have a group picture taking again before we start the QA and interactions. Please turn on your video now. Okay. Get set. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the floor is now open for questions, comments, sharing of experiences, and consultations. Sinong unang magtatanong? Sinong unang magsasalita? How many have experienced being who have undergone needle aspiration? Baby Espiritu, aspirate nito maraming beses. No, baby?
Oh, Dok, di na
Ilang,
matandaan, Dok?
ilang beses na kita tinusok.
Di na matandaan, Dok, kay kaliwat kanan.
Kaliwat kanan. Okay. So
Opo.
ano nangyari sa iyo? You didn't end up being operated on, di ba?
Wala, oo. Wala
Wala.
kayong tinanggal.
Wala. So meron tayong instances na fluid lang nakukuha
Mm.
natin, di ba?
Opo, Dok.
And then mga instances walang fluid, pero sabi ko, nag-biopsy ba tayo at one point?
Wala, Dok, eh, kasi puro fluid dati.
Okay. So,
Mm.
so hindi na
Tsaka
tayo
aspiration din sa thyroid. Ang dami kong aspiration, Dok.
Okay, pero yung sa
Puro
breast,
benign.
porous benign. So ngayon, wala
Oo.
nang, wala, so far, thanks God, walang umuulit sa
Wala
iyo.
po, Dok. Wala pa
Okay.
po. Thank you, Doc. Thank you,
Okay.
Lord.
Sige. So si Phoebe raises her hand. Phoebe, nag-aspirate tayo. Phoebe, ako ba yung nag-aspirate sa iyo o saan ka nagpa-aspirate? Phoebe, unmute. Naka-mute, di kita, di kayo marinig yan. Yan, sige.
Okay. Hindi po. Ni minsan hindi ako ano ng aspiration.
Paano ka na-diagnose?
I don't know kasi yung diagnosis ko galing pa yung Dubai. Yung inano nyo na lang. Diniritso na lang ako sa surgery.
In-excise, tinanggal yung bukol mo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yung dalawa na yung tinanggal.
Walang needle biopsy, walang karayom.
Wala po. Wala.
Ah, diretso na.
Oo.
Sabi,
And then yung doon na lang yung na-base mo na lang doon yung medical report ko yung galing na sa Dubai.
Kaya nga, yung
Mm.
sa akin, nung dumating ka sa akin, meron ng biopsy report.
Mayroon na.
So,
Doon
pero
na
nung
sa ano.
sa Dubai,
Mm-mm.
binayopsy ka ba?
Doon,
Dekarayom?
opo, mayroon.
Dekarayom.
Oo.
Okay. Yung ginamit sa iyo, core needle, yung mas malaki,
Di maliit eh. Yung Tino.
pino.
Oo.
Okay. Sa dalawang klasing biopsy using the cranium. One is the so-called fine needle, yung maliit lang. Ito yung diniscuss ko kanina, no? When I say
Mm.
needle aspiration, yung ginagamit sa hospital, yung pangkaraniwan na tinutusok to get blood, no? Yung pino,
Yeah.
yung maliit. Yung isa naman,
Yeah.
special instrument, we call that core needle, no? Core needle biopsy, mas malaki, no? So
Yes.
ano yung ginawa sa iyo? Core needle or ano?
Yung fine lang na needle.
Okay, that's good. So kailan yon?
ano ba yon? 2014.
2014. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, sige, it's nice to hear na meron parang may gumagawa pa rin ng ano. Kasi ako, ang unang approach ko usually yung fine na needle muna, no? Okay, pero
Mm.
maraming doktor ngayon puro sa core needle ang ginagamit nila, no? Okay.
Yes.
So sa Dubai, gumagamit pa rin sila ng fine needle, no? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sige. So anybody else who wants to share? Sinong na biopsy before? Okay. So,
Ako, Dok.
Lordier, sinong nag-biopsy sa'yo? Sinong ah, unmute sarili mo. Yan.
First time ko po sa inyo, Dok.
Ha? Nung pumunta ka sa akin,
First time ko po sa
inaspirate kita.
Opo, Dok. Masakit nga eh.
So, walang tubig,
Para
di
akong
ba? Walang
wala,
tubig,
Dok.
solid siya, di ba?
Opo, opo.
Nung pinabiopsy natin, meron ng suspecha
Ayun
cancer,
po, Dok.
no?
Opo, sabi niyo po.
Kaya
Nung
tinanggal
hindi pa
natin.
lumabas yung results, sabi niyo po, ano na, malignant.
Okay, sa itsura, no? Based on my experience. Pero hinintay pa rin natin yung result ng biopsy, di ba? So, lumabas ay
Opo, Dok.
cancer. Okay, so after that, we did the operation. Okay. So,
Opo,
nakailang
opo.
years ka na, Lordy? Ilang years ka na in remission?
Nung, eto, Dok, February. Nung February, 4,
4
ano na
years.
siya, 6
4 years ka na. Okay, 4 years in
years.
remission.
Hindi po, Dok, 6 years na po.
6 years.
6 years po, opo.
Okay. Good. Congratulations. 6 years. Okay. Okay.
Thank you po.
Sige, sana tuloy-tuloy na, no? Okay. So anybody else who wants to share experience with needle aspiration? Tandaan
Ako
niyo,
po, Dok.
si Mayan, inaspirate ba kita?
Ako po yung nagbakasyon
Umpisa?
po ako dito 2008 sa right breast.
And then, anong
Eh,
nangyari?
gusto niyo po ayun nga, cancer po. Gusto niyo po, 'di ba, i-mastectomy ako. Sabi ko, wag, ayokong Sabi ko
Ayaw.
gusto ko mamatay na lang, ano yun? Basta may sinabi ako, Dok, di ako mayag magpa-mastectomy. So, lumpectomy po yung ginawa niyo sa akin. Kaya
Okay.
lumipat sa kaliwa.
Subtotal mastectomy ginawa. Ayaw mo kasi
Opo,
yung total, di ba? So,
opo, opo.
okay. So, ngayon, may ano yung lumipat o yung panibago
Hindi ko
yan?
po alam kung
Panibago
sa
on the other
mukhang bago
side.
po yun eh. O,
Oo
sa
nga.
left side po, yung
Oo.
mastectomy ko po.
Oo. Kasi yung sa one side mo, ilang years na yun one side mo?
2008 po yun eh.
08,
Opo,
25, 17,
opo,
17 years, di ba?
opo, Dok.
So yung pangalawa on the other side, panibago yon.
2013, opo.
Panibago yon. Okay? So hindi pa natin na-aspirate
Alin po?
yung ngayon, yung sa kabila.
Hindi po, nagpa-ultrasound. Itong nagpunta pa ako sa inyo nung di ba, December ba yun o January? December. Yung
Okay.
nagpa-ultrasound po ako. Yung sa
Yan.
ilalim po ng breast ko.
Okay. So meron tayong suspecha, di ba?
Opo.
So ayaw mo pa biopsy.
Ayaw.
Okay.
Wag muna po.
Ayaw mo rin
Babalik po ako sa
patanggal.
inyo, Dok. Opo. Di ba
Okay.
meron po akong sinasabi sa inyo yung iFern?
Oo. Okay. So nakailang
Med,
buwan ka na sa
ah,
iFern?
magti 3 months?
Oh, pa-check ka na ulit.
Opo. Bali, ngayon po na lang siya, less than 1 cm. 2 cm po yun dati, di ba?
Oh, sige, pero pa-check mo na, anyway, ang advice ko, i-check up kita ulit, ha? Okay.
Opo, Dok. Babalik po ako sa inyo.
Oo. Right timing, ha? Right
Ye-
timing.
Yes po, Dok.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
po.
So, any more? Sino may biopsy? Belet. Na-biopsy ka ba, Belet? By
Parang,
Gemma?
opo. Hindi, anong pong yung 1988 pa ho, nag-undergo ako nung aspiration, fine needle aspiration.
Okay.
Parang may nakita pong bukol dito, 3 sa kaliwa, 2 sa kanan, 5 ho yun.
Oo.
Oh, pero parang liquid naman ho nakuha. Ang findings so ay fibrocystic changes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then, and
Tapos
then
so
yung,
ay after 30 years ho, 2018, ako itong taon nagpapaano tag dito. Mammogram, wala naman ho. Pero noong 2016 parang may nakitang maliliit.
okay.
2017 parang may maliit pa din. Tapos
Oo.
2018 medyo lumaki ng konti.
Oo.
Yun ho, sabi ko papaopera, patatanggal ko na. Dahil medyo parang nalaki ho.
Oo.
Ayun na ho. Tapos ay ang ginawa ko ng doktor ay parang wide excision lang. Wide excision lang yung tinanggal ho yung part na may bukol, yung may bukol mismo.
Pero
Tapos akala ko wala lang siya. Dito ho yung ginawa
na-biopsy,
sa akin.
na-biopsy ba siya bago mag-wide excision?
Binayopsy ho yun. Hindi ho binayopsy yung isa, yung kauna-unahan. Yung 1988
Hindi,
sa Manila Doctors din po.
etong latest na to.
Na-biopsy po yung wide excision doon nga po na-diagnose ako na meron ng stage 2A. Tapos
Hindi,
nga ho,
walang needle biopsy muna. Diretso ng open.
open opera ko na
Wide
ho.
excision na.
Wide
Okay, so
excision.
iba-ibang approach, no? So, yung sa'yo, pwede
Kasi
naman hindi sinadjust sa'yo na i-needle.
hindi po. Wala
Oh,
sabi ko po, ipapatanggal ko. Papatanggal ko. Hindi ko siya nag-suggest ng ganon, yung needle biopsy.
okay.
Tapos nga ho, nung after nung result, ay nagulat ako nga nabigla at ganon, stage
Balik,
2.
stage 2
Sabi ho,
cancer.
kailangan daw tanggalin na yung left breast ko. So
Oo.
nagpa-second opinion na ako dito sa Manila Doctors nga ho, kay Dr. Gemma. Hindi
Oo.
pala Manila Doctors, sa PGH pala. Kay
Oo.
Dr. Gemma, uy. Yun,
Oo.
tinanggal na ho lahat. Tapos yung pinaulit ko yung biopsy,
Oo.
ganun pa rin ho. Tapos HER2, positive pa rin.
Okay. Okay. So may biopsy. So yung sa'yo walang biopsy yung second time, no? Walang biopsy. Walang need,
May biopsy ho, pero wala akong
direct,
needle aspiration.
walang needle.
Oo.
Excision. Wide excision.
Wide
Okay.
excision.
Okay. So yung pwedeng ano kasi may mga options na pwedeng karayo mo na no i-test kung talagang may cancer o wala kasi yan ang
Para
pinakasimple.
yun nga kung sabi nga ako na nung ano kong bayo kong doktor. Sabi dapat daw ho, nag-undergo din ng gano'n, yung
Needle.
frozen, tawag doon.
Ay, iba yung frozen.
Frozen needle biopsy habang ino-opera para diretso na daw ho. Iba
Ah,
pa ho yun.
iba pa yon, iba yon. Open biopsy yon. So, tapos when I say frozen, rush lang yon eh. Rush
Hmm.
biopsy, no? Okay. So hindi siya pareho ng needle. Yung needle de karayom, yung open yon. Yung
Ah,
frozen, open yon, binubuksan yon, no? Okay. Okay. So may hiwa yon, no?
mhm.
Okay. Yung sa needle, walang hiwa, no? Okay.
Walang hima.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, may mga options usually kung pwedeng needle mo na, no? Mas maganda, no? Kaysa
Oo
yung
nga ho,
ano.
para hindi ho nagdoble-doble ang opera. Dobling
Oo.
gasto.
Oo. Okay. Okay. Sige, thank you for sharing. Sino
Yes po.
pa? Sino pa may experience? Uh,
Napunosan ako.
sino?
Ako,
Okay,
doctor.
Lily. Lily, sige, can you share, Lily?
Yes. Yung first consultation ko with you, sabi mo, after check-up, sabi mo sa akin, uh, suspect na may cancer. So,
Ah,
sabi mo sa akin, uh, do you want me to aspirate?
mhm,
So, sabi ko, yes. So, in-explain mo, before aspiration, sabi mo, after aspiration, sabi mo, if it is dry, if there is liquid, sabi mo, no cancer. But if it is dry, then there is suspected cancer.
mhm.
So inaspirate mo ako. And then
Okay.
it came out dry. So sabi
Dry.
niya, sabi niyo, you have cancer.
Aha.
So I suggest, sabi ninyo, we operate.
Mhm.
So parang ang suggestion ninyo noon is immediate. And sabi ko, huwag muna doctor kasi that was October. And then huwag
Okay.
muna doctor after na lang ng Todos Los Santos. So, so pumayag naman kayo. It was
Okay.
scheduled on November 5.
Okay.
But then, pinabiopsy niyo pa rin. It came out talaga na cancer.
Yeah.
So I had
Okay.
full mastectomy on the left breast.
Yeah. Okay. So, yan isang approach, no? Pag may suspetsiyang cancer, parang kay Lily, after kinapa natin, after balik ko, may ultrasound siya, no? So, just to make sure that what it is, we decided to do needle biopsy muna, no? Then, after that, may findings sa pag-aspirate ko, sabi ko kay Lily, ginamit namin the word dry, solid siya. Solid, no? Okay, wala siyang fluid, solid. So, meron na akong sinabi sa kanya, may suspetsiyang cancer, no? Yan ang sinabi ko sa lecture kanina, no? From experience, kumisan masasabi ko na kung ano yung possible diagnosis just based on the itsura na nakuha ko dun sa needle aspiration. Then after that, another step is yung pathologist naman. Kasi yung specimen, no, yung slide, sinasubmit ko sa pathologist for the formal report. Kasi it has to be examined under the microscope, no? Okay. Yung sa akin, sa tingin lang, sa itsura lang, di ba? Based on gross inspection lang. So the last step is to do the biopsy based on the microscopic examination by the pathologist. No? At lumabas talagang cancer, so we decided to do a mastectomy on Lily. No? Okay. So Lily, ilang years ka na ngayon? Sa breast? 20 something na, di ba? Lily? How many years?
2012, doctor, it's now 12 years.
12 years na.
Yes,
Okay.
doctor.
12 years na. Okay. Okay, thank you. So, Belet, iba yung approach ko kay Lily, di ba? Yung
Oo
sa'yo,
po.
nag-open biopsy ka eh. Ang tawag diyan, open biopsy. May hiniwa eh, na open, no? Okay.
Hiniwa ho.
Yung sa
Tinanggal ho
kay,
yung bukol.
yung kay Lily, walang
Aspiration.
hiwa with the biopsy, de karayom lang, no? Okay.
Mas maganda po yung inyong approach. Mas matipid.
Mas hindi. Tsaka hindi naman sa
Saka hindi po nasaktan yung katawa kasi masakit din po nun eh.
Oo, siyempre
Anesthesia din.
may sugat eh, di ba?
Opo.
Pag walang sugat with tusok, sandali lang yung sakit. Isang minuto lang or less than, di ba? Okay.
Opo.
Pag may sugat, isang linggo yan, di ba? Okay. Okay. Anybody who wants to share? No? Okay.
Ako, ang tatanong ko lang, ano po yung ibig sabihin ng fibrocystic changes? Yun ang nung ako yung unang nagpa-needle aspiration. Noon sa 1988.
Sinong nagbigay sa iyo ng diagnosis niyan? Hindi ako, di ba?
Hindi po. Si Dr. ano po, yan din po sa Manila, Dr. Nadal.
Okay. Sinabi niya fibrocystic changes sa iyo.
Oo.
Wala kang biopsy noon.
Wala po. Benign daw po yun.
Benign, hindi siya cancer. Hindi siya cancer. Hormonal changes lang yon. When you say fibrocystic changes, hormonal changes lang, no? So hindi rin siya actually sakit, 'di ba? Hindi siya disease. Kasi hormonal changes, no? Okay. So strictly
So hindi ho
speaking,
yung buko, nung tinanggal na mga maliliit ang cyst na yon noong 1988, hindi ho yun ang umulit ng 2018. Iba yon.
iba yon. Iba ang dali I-drawing ko lang. We still have 5 minutes naman, ha? Dali, ha? Yung nakikita niyo itong drawing ko?
Hindi pa po.
Ah,
Ayan, meron na po.
Nakita niyo?
Mm.
Yung fibrocystic changes, hormonal changes lang yon, no? Kasi yung itong breast ng mga babae, no? Ang surface nito is sa ibabaw. Ito yung balat, ha? Ito yung balat, ito yung mga taba, no? Okay.
Ah,
Ito yung pinaka-breast ninyo, no? Ito yung mga pinaka-breast, no? So, pag kinapa natin dito through the fingers, usually hindi siya pantay. Kumisan, no? Baku-baku
opo.
siya, no? Okay. So, yung isang mas prominent na maumbok dyan, baka minsan sasabihin nyo, bukol, no? Hindi talagang bukol. Pero ito yung tinatawag na fibrocystic
Sige.
cystic changes, na? Okay. So, basta pag meron the word cyst, usually benign yan kagad, no? Yung fibro, yung mga ano lang yan, mga peklat o mga pader lang yan, if fibrous, no? Okay. Pero pag pina-ultrasound ka, usually ang binabasa rito, bukod sa cyst, may nakikita, gumagamit yung mga yung mga radiologists, yung mga nagbabasa, they can use the word cyst, no? So, tama sila, no? Okay, madaling makita ito, no? Pero pag ito, pag sinabi nilang solid, sasabihin nila solid ito no? Na walang fluid, no? Tapos, ang palaging conclusion nila, bukol siya, no? Okay. So yung mga ginagawa ng mga radiologists. Pagbasa nila nito, pag may nakita silang solid part, sasabihin nilang bukol. Pero sa akin, hindi siya talagang bukol. Peklat lang o fibrous. We call that fibrous, no? Okay. Yung makapal na
Kapal.
fibrous tissues, no? Okay. So, ito yung kailangan palitan ng mga radiologists. I hope they should stop using masses, the word masses, no? Dapat sabihin na lang, density na lang. Density, no? Makapal lang, no? Okay. Kasi pag sinabi ng bukol, kayo, takot na kayo, di ba? Pag narinig niyo yung bukol, no? Matatakot na kayo, di ba? So, and then sasabihin pa na nila, is this BI-REDS 1, probably benign, malignant, ganun-ganon, no? Okay. Pero kadalasan, pag wala kang nakakapa na yung tinatawag na dominant mass, ito yung talagang bukol, yung nag-stand out, no? Okay. Pagkapa mo, maumbok, no? Pero dapat, pagkapa nito, gagamitan niyo yung flats of the fingers, no? Huwag yung dulo, ha? Yung flat of the finger, itong gagamitin ninyo, no? Pagkapa, no? Pag ginamit niyo yung dulo ng daliri, ito yung marami kayong makakapang bukol. No? Okay. So yung sa'yo, fibrocystic changes, hormonal changes sila. Actually, hindi siya sakit, hindi siya disease. No? Okay. So we just call it changes nga. Parang hormonal changes. No? Okay. Pag sinabing changes, hindi naman sakit yon, di ba? But the moment we say it's hormonal fibrocystic disease, yon, sakit yon, di ba? Disease yon, di ba? Pero hindi, no? So, fibrocystic changes lang siya, benign. So, yung sa'yo, on top of this one, may tumubo in 2000, kailan? 18, di
18
ba?
po.
18, may lumabas na panibago, no? Okay. Okay. So, practically all women have the so-called fibrocystic changes, no? Okay. Which is, strictly speaking, normal lang yan, no? Okay. Pag sinabi mong meron kang fibrocystic changes, normal lang yan, no? Okay. Ngayon, kumisan, yung cystic, usually yung mga yung cystic component ng fibrocystic, less than 1 centimeter lang yan eh. Hindi dapat nakakapa, no? Okay. Yung less than 1 centimeter. But the moment yung nag-exaggerate, because of hormonal changes, lumaki ito yung cystic component, naging 2 centimeter, 3 centimeters, macrocyst ang tawag doon, no? Macro, no? Malaki. Okay. So yung nakita niyo sa picture kanina sa slides, sa presentation ko kanina, yung may tubig, no? Yun, macrocyst yun, kapang-kapa. At ang laman nun, tubig, no? Okay. Pag fibrocystic changes, yung cystic niyon, usually less than 1 centimeter lang yon, no? So usually hindi rin ina-aspirate yon, no? Okay. Halos, kung 1 centimeter, mahirap i-aspirate din, di ba? Okay. So yung sa'yo, fibrocystic changes, normal lang siya. Then, in 2018, minalas ka, tinubuan ka ng isang breast cancer. But at least, fortunately, naagapan na, di ba? Na-control. Ilang years ka na ngayon?
6 na po.
Okay.
Magse-7 na po sa May.
Okay. Good. Okay. May tanong ka pa ba, Belet?
Wala na po. Thank you po, Doc.
Okay. So, any more? Are you raising your hand, Mayan? Nakita ko yung kamay mo.
Hindi po, Doc. Naka-lower hand na po ako.
Okay. Okay. There are no more questions. We'll call it a day. Okay. Pwede na? O may tanong pa?
Doc Rochelle, pwedeng humabol?
Sure, sure.
Okay. So, good afternoon, Doc. I came to see you last Thursday.
Yeah, okay.
May gusto lang ako i-clarify, Doc. Kasi nagsimula ako naging pasyente mo 2007. So,
Okay.
doon din ako first time nagpa-ultrasound, breast ultrasound. And the
Okay.
findings noong time na yon, meron talaga siyang nakita sa right breast ko, same position, 3 o'clock. So, ang size niya 0.6 ba or 0.06? Parang ganun, Doc. 0.6. So, wala pang 1 cm.
2000.
2007.
Okay.
Okay. So, yun yung first time. And then, every year po, since requirement siya ng office na nagpapa-annual check, palagi siyang lumalabas talaga. And every time po magpapa-check up ako sa inyo, palagi siyang fibrocystic changes. Kaya
Akin.
na ako
Ang diagnosis kasi o fibrocystic changes.
Opo, pag
Okay.
nagpapa-check ako
Pero
sa kanya.
hindi yung ultrasound.
Opo,
Okay.
hindi po. Tapos
Okay.
nitong ano lang po, Doc, February, nagpa-check ako ulit, may lumabas siya. Same position, Doc, 3 o'clock position ng right breast. Pero ang nakalagay na, solid mass. Hindi na siya kumbaga cyst. Tapos nung nagpa-check up ako sa'yo nung Thursday, wala ka namang nakapa, Doc.
Yeah.
Parang
Okay.
yun lang, Doc, parang naaano lang ako kasi syempre, solid mass na lumabas siya eh. Tapos
Anong nakalagay doon sa 2017? Solid din o cystic?
cystic po.
Yung sa 3 o'clock?
Opo.
Palaging cystic?
Opo. Cyst siya, Doc. Tapos every year, Doc, pag nagpapacheck ako talagang cyst siya na lumalabas. Ganon din yung size, hindi naman siya lumalaki. Right breast na 3 o'clock position. Tapos ngayon, nung nagpa-check ako nitong Feb lang, ang nakalagay na, nasa 3 o'clock position pa rin po ng right breast, solid mass. That's why pinire-recommend po ako ng magpa-mammogram or yun nga, yung magpa-aspirate.
Okay.
But before doing that, of course, kailangan ko muna ikaw makita. Kaya ako
Yan.
nagpa-check up noong Thursday.
Yan, nakita ko nga, di ba? Sabi ko, pinapa-repeat ko na lang. Baka,
Opo, repeat ultrasound.
nagawa mo na ba? Hindi pa.
Sa Monday po yung schedule, Doc. Kasi may schedule
Sige.
sa ospital. Opo.
Sige. So, sigurado ka bang cyst lumabas ng 2017, 18,
2007 po. Opo, Doc.
Okay.
Puro siya, ganun ang ano niya, cyst na lumalabas eh.
Hindi, the word CYST.
Opo, Doc.
Same
Ang
position?
nakalagay po, say for example, 2022, ang nakalagay bilateral breast nodules.
Hindi,
Tapos
yung,
Pirates category 2.
hindi, yung description dun sa, sa 2017, anong nakalagay doon?
2007 po, Doc. Yun yung first
Nasa
time.
kamay mo yung kopya? Nasa kamay mo yung kopya?
Opo, nasa akin, Doc.
Ilagay mo dito sa sa screen.
Yung 2007 po,
Oo.
Doc.
2007, okay, 2017. Pwede rin.
Hold lang,
Yung,
Doc.
just to make sure na may sinabing siyang cystic.
Bilateral small breast cyst. Yun po yung nakalagay sa impression ng 2007.
Hindi, titingnan mo yung description niya sa itaas. At 3 o'clock, ganon.
In the
Yung
right
nakalagay,
breast, two cysts are
left,
seen.
right breast.
Right breast, two cysts are seen at the 1 and 3 o'clock positions.
Okay.
Yun,
So,
tapos
cyst
measuring
talaga.
points. Opo, cyst po, kaya lang ako nagtataka do kasi this time, 3 o'clock position pa rin siya, pero solid mass ang
Okay.
nakalagay sa
Okay.
ultrasound.
As I told you, very subjective yung mga gumagawa niyan, no? Yung
Yeah,
mga,
no.
so it can, a lot of times, baka, if you do have it done by another one, iba naman mababasa, no? So,
Yes, Doc.
importante yung mga records niya, huwag niyo mawawala, na para ma-compare natin, no?
Yes,
Okay.
Doc. Yes, Doc.
Okay.
Yes, Doc.
So, with that, most likely, huwag ka muna matakot, no? Okay. So, hintayin na lang natin by Monday or next week, na? Okay.
Opo, Monday next week, sir, Doc. March 10 yung schedule.
Okay. So, okay,
Hello,
let's
Doctor.
see.
Doctor, may I
yeah.
see you on Tuesday? I mean,
You want
Tuesday?
Tuesday? You want to? I don't have clinic on Tuesday.
Oh, you
Thursday.
don't have clinic?
Thursday.
Oh, Thursdays. Kasi I want to discuss yung details ng before admission.
Sige. Okay. So, Thursday.
Thursday, Doctor. Yes, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Okay. So, if there are no more questions, no more pahabol, let's call it a day. We'll see each other next week again. Okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Doctor.
you po, Dr. Ray. Happy
Thank you,
weekend.
Doc. Bye-bye.